Our essential question of the day is, how do you add, subtract, multiply and divide complex numbers? Okay, first thing is I will teach you how to add and subtract two complex numbers. Important thing to keep in mind is we just solve these problems like we really are solving real number problems, including our variables x and y. So what we do is we combine the like terms and we add and subtract as per the sign is given to us. Let's start with question number one. Number one says 4 plus 2i. There's a plus sign over here. 5 minus 7i. So what I will do is, first of all, what I will do is I will open my parentheses over here. Now do keep in mind, since there is a plus sign, we will not change any of these signs over here. Okay. Now after this, what I will do is I will combine the like terms. So I have my real number 4 and this is my plus 5 over here. So what is 4 plus 5? It is your 9. Now after this I'm left over with plus 2i minus 7i. So since those are like terms, I will just bring this 2 over here. Basically it is like this, 2i minus 7i. So what is 2 minus 7? It's your negative 5 or minus 5. So it will be yours 9 minus 5i. This is how we got the answer. That's it, easy and simple. Okay, now let's look at another problem over here. Now this question is having a minus sign in the middle. So 3.1 minus 0.6i minus 4.5 minus 0.8i. So in this question, I will use my distributive property of multiplication. This means I will distribute this negative sign over here and I will over here. Okay, in your middle school, your teacher has taught you keep change. So my next step is 3.1 minus 0.6i minus sign. I'm keeping this 4.5 change, so I'm changing this over here. It will change to plus sign 0.8i. So it's simple. It's simple addition subtraction over here. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, so what I will do over here is after this I will subtract 3.1 minus 4.5. Now if in case you are confused, you are struggling, you just want the correct answer, use your calculator. So 3.1 minus 4.5. So what is 3.1? Let me move the calculator over here. Let me bring the calculator over here. Here you go. 3.1 minus 4.5 gave me what? It gave me negative 7.5. But since the question is in decimal, I'll write it over here what? Negative 1.4. Now, am I left with anything? Yes, I'm left over with this part also over here. Negative 0.6i and positive 0.8i. Since those are like terms, I will be over here. Only thing I will work is what? I will work out with a real number. This means negative 0.6 plus 0.8. Okay, or 0.6 is the same thing. So I will change my answer to decimal as 0.2. So my answer is this one over here plus 0.2 plus 0.2i. This is the answer over here. Okay, so it's just regular addition subtraction. Only thing, instead of x or y, we have our imaginary number I. Let's look at question number 3. Now when you see the addition sign in the middle over here, it becomes a lot more easy for you. Alright, so what it says 5 plus 3i plus 3 minus 4i. So what I can do over here is, since there's a plus sign, I do not need to be worried about. I'll write over here 5 plus 3i plus 3 plus 4i, and I will combine the like terms. What is 5 plus 3? It's your 8. What about this part? It's your plus 3i plus 4i. 3 plus 4 is 7. Since it's a positive 7, this is the answer for this problem. Let's try this problem over here. Now, is there a minus sign? No, it's a plus sign over here, so things become a lot more easy for me. I can also do that. I can still combine the like term. 7 plus 3, that's your 10. Now this is a negative 2i and minus 6i. First of all, write I over here. Basically, you are doing is negative 2 minus 6. What is the answer? Negative 8 or 10. So our answer is 10 minus 8i. So this is the answer for this problem. Question number 5, it says over here there's a minus sign. So when you see a minus sign, what happens is you will use the distributive property of multiplication over here. So my next step will be 1.3 plus 4i. Now do keep in mind I distributed this, it became minus 2.9, negative change to plus sign 3i. Now after this step is really simple, you combine the like terms. So when I'm looking at the like term over here, I have real number 1.3 and I have real number negative 2.9. So again what I will do is, just to make the things easy on my part, I will use my calculator. 1.3 minus 2.9. What is my answer? It's not, I can use this button over here, is my negative 1.6. So I'll write it over here. What? I'll write my answer as negative 1.6. Am I done? So check. No, I'm not done. I need to do this one. This was a kind of easy. 4i plus 3i, it just gives you what? 7i. So this is your answer over here. So negative 1.6 plus 7i, that's your answer for this problem. Let's look at another problem over here. Again, there's a minus sign, distributive property of multiplication. So and I will open the parentheses. 6 plus 7i minus 5, but minus with a negative sign changed to a plus sign, 2i. Combine the like term. What is 6 minus 5? 1. 7i plus 2i? It was easy, 9i. So this is the answer for this problem over here. This is how we add or subtract two complex numbers. Okay, now this is your question number 7. Let me make it to 7 over here. This is 7 and this will be your 8. Okay. Now this question is kind of different. How we can solve this problem? First of all, this means 3 times. Okay, so this is yours 3 times. Now you have to work out on this one. You all know radical of negative 4 means you can write it like this: radical of positive 4 times radical of negative 1. Like I have already explained this to you in the previous sessions. What is square root of 4? 2. And what is this part? This is your I. So this means when I am doing square root of negative 4, my answer is 2i. So I can rewrite it 2i over here, plus sign. Now this is my negative 121. How I can do this? Okay, so this means we have been doing this earlier. Okay, you can rewrite it like this: 121 times radical negative 1. What is the square root of 121? It's your 11. What about this one? This is I. So this means square root of negative 121 is what? 11i. So I will multiply this. 3 times 2 gives me 6i, and this is my 11i. Do you see both these are like terms? Yes. So your answer is 17i. This is the answer over here. So let's look at this problem over here. Another one. So square root of negative 81. First of all, I know square root of 9 times 9 is 81. So I can write 9 over here. Because there is a negative sign inside the radical, I will put I over here. This is my times over here. This is times. Again, this will be 5i. Okay. So now I will multiply like terms with like terms. What is 9 times 5? Real number with real number. Imaginary with imaginary. 9 times 5 is 45. I times I gives you I square. You remember I gave you in the last session that I to the power 0 is 1. I to the power 1 is I itself. And I square is what? Negative 1. So this means my next step will be, I will replace this I square by what? Negative 1. So my final answer is what? Negative 45. This is my answer for this question. So same concept, but we have a different type of question over here, but it will be done by the same method.